I'm happy to introduce to you Average Dad. Next year, what he has to say about the new Samsung Fold 8.
Oh my, it's Average Dad!
What will he say to us Samsung Knights now? Does he like the new Fold 8?
What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and here it is. My first impressions of the Samsung Z Fold 8. I just want to warn you, Samsung Knights, you've got a good one, but I am obviously going to tell you the bad points about this device. There are a lot of little good points with this little gem. Now, also in this video, it is the monthly prize draw. So if you've entered through the Average Dad Tech Store, please stay tuned to the end because someone will be winning the Red Magic 11S Pro and another person will be winning the Red Magic Astra Gaming Tab 2. Let's go. So for anyone new to the channel, I'm the Average Dad and I give the most brutally honest, raw reviews, first impressions out there on YouTube. And for the past week or so, I have been going ham at Samsung for their Z Fold 8 Ultra, while all along being slightly excited for this, the Z Fold 8, the passport style foldable that I have been waiting for. Now, caveat, because not every reviewer is mentioning this. The Samsung Z Fold 8 is nowhere near the first passport style foldable phone. The Oppo Find N and Find N2. You then had the Google Pixel Fold. You've then this year got the Huawei Pura X Max. All fantastic foldable phones, but with their downsides. Within 24 hours of using the Samsung, I can confirm that this is 95% the way to being the absolute perfect passport style foldable phone. And I'm going to tell you why. First up, obviously, the form factor is fantastic. A huge outer cover display, and if I just bring up a keyboard here, give me a second. Boom, boom. With a very usable keyboard. This is wider than any candy bar phone, but because it's 5.5 inches, you can reach pretty much anywhere with your thumb if you've got reasonably big enough hands. The one area I can't reach is up in the top corner when I'm holding it like that. But it's a really usable and bright outer cover screen. The first thing you'll notice, however, is the weight. And of all the previous passport style phones, this is the lightest at 201 grams. It's really impressive. And it's the thinnest of all of the previous passport style phones. So Samsung, in terms of build, absolutely smashed out the park. It's literally what I've been waiting for. Now, when you open the device, this is where the Z Fold 8 absolutely shines, because open to this 7.8 inch diagonal 4:3 aspect ratio screen, this is what it was made for. Consuming content through YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever you want to use, in the true format it was made for. And if it's not consuming content, perhaps you want to multitask. 2 apps side by side is the equivalent of having 2 apps side by side with the cover screen size. I can't stress enough how happy I am that this phone is in my hand and it exists. And the good points don't stop there, because sticking with the inner screen, and I'll just turn it off. Look. It's not quite N6 standards from Oppo in terms of crease, but it's absolutely the second best crease implementation I've ever seen. And I have been using it for 24 hours, folding, unfolding. Obviously, when you first open the box, it's flat, so of course it looks creaseless. But as mentioned, after using it, you just don't notice the crease. And for those social media content consumers like TikTok and Reels and YouTube Shorts, simply turn the phone portrait style and you've got the perfect doom scrolling canvas that doesn't look too silly in your hand. Really, really, really happy, as you can tell. But it's me, so I have to tell you the downsides that even I've noticed within the first 24 hours. First of all, an obvious one, the cameras. It's only dual cameras, there's no telephoto zoom lens, and I am a zoom hound. So I am missing having a telephoto lens, but in my specific case, I'll just stick to using the X300 Ultra when I know I'm needing the phone for photos and videos, and for the rest of the time, I'll do everything else on this. Now, another less important downside of the Z Fold 8 I've noticed is the speakers. They're not great. They're not bad, but they're not great. However, most people are going to use Bluetooth headphones. Take a listen, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, other areas such as performance and battery, I've not had it long enough. I can't tell you. I've seen online that the battery is far better than the previous Z Fold generations, which makes sense because it's adopting silicon carbon. It's the latest and greatest Snapdragon chip, but it's only been 24 hours. And in terms of software, again, it's One UI. I've not used it enough, but the latest One UI software just feels like the older, which is fine because it's still one of, if not the best software skin on Android. Now, the biggest negative that unfortunately is never going to get better, and I wasn't expecting, is actually the hinge. While this is super thin and the hinge facilitates a near creaseless display, and while opening the phone is super easy with the sprung loaded hinge, unfortunately, there is no such thing as flex mode anymore. The phone will not stay in tent mode. It is the design they've chosen, and it's really, really unfortunate. As a content creator, I don't do this, but I've heard people do this. Sometimes you want to prop your phone up on a ledge and use the cameras, but it won't stay open. Really, really unfortunate. Now, at 45-degree angle, you're fine. At a 70-degree angle, you're fine. But anything 90 or past with just a little movement snaps open. And that's really, really disappointing because, as I've already mentioned, it's near Oppo N6 levels. But Oppo could make a super sturdy hinge, as you can see here, while making it even more creaseless. So engineering wise, it's possible to do. Samsung have decided not to give us that feature. Now, I have fully switched my SIM card over to the Z Fold 8. All my apps, banking, my business, everything is on this now. I've changed the ringtones. I use Zedge, by the way. I don't know why I'm mentioning that, but they're not a sponsor. But Zedge is like a really cool free ringtone, wallpaper, notification alert thing. Yeah, when I change my notifications on a phone, you know I'm going to be using it for a while. So I will be using this consistently for the foreseeable future. I will drop way more content and comparisons between this and the Huawei Pura X Max. So that's my good points and bad points within the first 24 hours of the Z Fold 8. I will always be honest, I don't just make Samsung bashing videos for clicks. Won't happen. I will be honest when it comes to the Z Fold 8 Ultra, which I will have in my hands on Monday. I can't imagine I'm going to be so positive. I would imagine that good and bad points video is way more heavily weighted towards the bad points. So I'll make sure to call all of them out. Now, if you have entered this month's prize draw through the Average Dad Tech Store, as mentioned, one person is going to win the Red Magic Astra Gaming Tab 2 and one person is going to win the Red Magic 11S Pro. If you haven't entered or don't know how to, the Average Dad Tech Store link is in the description. You can purchase your tickets. It's £5 for 5 tickets, £10 for 20 tickets, or £20 for 50 tickets. The draw takes place on the 1st of every month, and I can tell you that on the 1st of September, someone will be winning a new Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra, because I'm certainly not keeping my one. Buy Me a Coffee is my monthly paid membership subscription service. I get 95% of the revenue through Buy Me a Coffee, unlike when members join YouTube where I get about 40% of that revenue. So please, if you do want to join the channel and support me and the channel, join through Buy Me a Coffee. Every single tier will give you access to the Average Dad members chat on WhatsApp and the 6 or 7 subgroups within that. There's a watch chat, there's a fitness chat, there's a Huawei group chat, there's buy and sell to help sell your Chinese ROM devices, which I know is harder than global ROMs, for example. There's all the technical help you could want when setting up a new Huawei device or any Chinese ROM device in there. And that's all included in your monthly Buy Me a Coffee membership. As of this month, from August onwards, whatever tier you decide to sign up for, I am giving you that value or more in tickets. So if you sign up to the base $10 per month membership, I am giving you 20 free tickets to the prize draw, which is a cost of $13. So you're getting more ticket value for the cost of your monthly membership, but you're also getting the WhatsApp group chat on top. There are 2 other levels. It's entirely up to you. If you go for the mid-tier level, you get 50 tickets. If you go for the top-tier membership, you get 200 entries per month into the prize draw, which gives you a very good chance of winning at some point very soon. So that's what I wanted to say. Now let's do the draw itself. So, and you're just going to have to look at the back of my head just now. Here is the prize wheel with every single ticket on it. And I can tell you this month we have 1,700 tickets on there. So yeah, this is the biggest month for prize draws we've had. What I'm going to do first is the draw for the Red Magic Astra Gaming Tablet 2. This thing is so bloody good. A really, really powerful mini tablet for one of you. So the number that comes up here, and when you've ordered the tickets online, you will have got an order number. What I'll do is I'll do the 2 drawings and then I'll go on, look on Shopify, and then announce the names at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's spin this wheel and see who's won the tablet. Super exciting. I love doing these things. Okay, so order number 7354. I'm just going to quickly go on and check who that is. I'll edit this part out. So 7354, just checked, was Jose Corpuz. You have your order number, you know your ticket number. We will email you from the store over the next 48 hours. Congratulations, you've just won the Red Magic Astra Tab 2. Now it's time for the phone, the Red Magic 11S Pro, the most powerful phone on earth at the moment. I think I'm still right in saying. So yeah, let's spin the wheel for that. Okay, so the winner for that is 7401. Again, I'm just going to go check to see who's won that one. So the winner of the phone was Joshua Bates. 7401 was the order number. Again, we will reach out to you, and congratulations, Joshua. Fun fact, I think I'm getting this correct. Joshua, many moons ago when the AD2 channel first started, made a video for the AD2 channel. I'm pretty sure it's the same person, although they'll call themselves Josh Bates. If I'm wrong, sorry, you're both in the United States. But 7401 is the order number. Congratulations. I will get this shipped out to you next week. And that's it for the August prize draw. September 1st for the next one, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra. If you enjoy these draws, if you enjoy any of my content, please make sure to let me know in the comments or just by liking the video. And if you haven't already, just smash subscribe. It helps my ego. Until next time,